within the Somali territory, there's also Somaliland that has existed as a semi-autonomous region within Somalia for a long period of time. And I think one of the reasons why it's been able to thrive in a very peaceful coexistence is that there's national cohesion within that particular territory. So we could even use Somaliland as an example to show that it is possible to perform the rights of the rule of law and safety within that particular territory. And I think for me, I see sort of a fundamental contention or tension between the international agenda for safety and the rule of law and the domestic aspirations for safety and the rule of law. And the reason why I say that is because I think nations and domestic institutions have to be very careful about reconciling those tensions. Because I think in many ways, what we should be preaching and practicing is something that social theorist Johan Galtung called positive peace. And positive peace is moving beyond the absence of physical violence, right? So it's not just about the gun silencing, but it's about looking at structural changes, norms, behaviors, practices, rules, regulations that fuel inequality. And I think this is what we're talking about when we talk about the issues of Somalia, is that there's inequality, mass inequality, not only in the domestic realm, but also in the international realm, in terms of the power differentials between different powers. So I think domestically, political leaders have to be very careful about ensuring that the domestic aspirations of the people are met, that it doesn't turn into domestic angst and conflict, which fuels more tension in the first place. So I think within that region, you've got a clear example of a semi-autonomous state that's thriving and isn't in conflict and isn't in instability. So what can we learn from Somaliland?